Hey, how's it going, everyone? I'm KPG, and welcome back to some more Triangle Strategy. In the last episode, we went ahead and finally finished Chapter 7. We defeated the Aesfrost army, and were successfully able to force them to retreat out of Wolfort territory. And we also got to see various people's responses to us being victorious, such as Gustadolf, his reaction to us defeating his general. We got to see Lord Telliore's response and see that he's pretty much just wanting to do what's best for him. We saw Lord Falk's response, the third of the leaders of the three houses in Glenbrook, and he was all for us winning. He's going to send us as many troops as he possibly can afford to. And then we also saw some of the leaders in Hyzand and their responses, and it basically seems like they all just want to have everything go in a way that will be advantageous to them. They really don't care about us, even though all three of us were supposedly in some sort of alliance, before this whole thing with Aesfrost invading Glenbrook. It doesn't matter. None of these nations really care about the other ones. They just want what's best for themselves. But apparently, Silvio of Telliore, whatever, he has a proposal for us of some sort, and we are going to have to make a decision on the scales of conviction. And that is going to be our goal for today. So after hearing Silvio's proposal, Serenoa is faced with a difficult decision. I do not have any idea what this is going to be, but I'm kind of nervous because I don't like making decisions, which kind of weird that I chose to play this game, right? I don't really like... I don't know. I get really indecisive sometimes, and
in short,
makes this a little difficult.
For the three high houses to join hands and fight the duchy.
Oh, if that's your proposal, I'm all in on it. I don't trust you for a second, but it sounds nice. I'd like for us to join forces.
Is that correct, Lord Silvio?
Indeed. I believe it our duty to fight. Some are frozen in fear, trembling at the mere thought of the duchy's power. I feel that joining the three high houses under a single flag is the only way to unite them. My men ready themselves for war as we speak. Come to Telliore, and we can strike at Aesfrost together. Prince Roland will be safe with us, of course.
It's as good a plan as any. You have my thanks for getting the preparations underway.
I wonder if Lord Landroy would agree.
I doubt House Falks would refuse a fight. Their devotion to the crown knows no bounds.
But of course, they reaped great rewards from the bountiful lands won during the war.
You propose reuniting the three high houses who led the Salt Iron War to its end. It is heartening to know you would once again lend us your strength.
We certainly could use all the help we can get, though I wish we could resolve matters peacefully.
I really don't trust Silvio for a second. I have a feeling he's going to try to betray us the second we place our trust in him.
You speak as though your brother is not at fault for all this.
My bride-to-be bears no blame for the duchy's actions.
My apologies. Forgive me for my outburst. But we haven't much time. I would have your answer now.
Shall we accept Lord Silvio's proposal, my lord?
Fetch the scales, Benedict. We shall decide our path together.
Alright, this is definitely one where I want to hear everyone's thoughts. Because I would totally love to do this if he was indeed telling the truth, but I don't think he is. What I think is going to be the case is I think Silvio is trying to get us on board so that he can lead us back to his domain, and then he's going to have already made a deal with King Gustadolf, and they're going to be waiting there to ambush us. I think that's exactly what's going to happen. I think he's going to make a deal with Gustadolf to try to get in, try to get good with him, because he thinks Gustadolf is going to be victorious in the end. So he's like, hey, let's do what's best for me. So I think he's gonna do that. I have a feeling he's going to try to betray us. From what we've seen of him, I think that's exactly what he would do. I don't know why he would actually want to stand up and fight with us. That doesn't seem in character for him based on what we've seen in these side stories. However, if he is telling the truth, it would be great. That's exactly what we would want to happen, but I just don't buy it for a second. Which is why I need to hear from everyone before I try to make my decision, before I try to persuade people toward one of the decisions. Anyway, Lord Silvio made the journey to our domain to offer us an alliance. I would know what the others think on this matter. Same. Interesting. Benedict is the one who's undecided. I feel like he's normally a decisive person. He's supposed to be our advisor, so kind of weird that he's not one to accept it. That he's not one to make a decision here. Kind of surprises me. Anyway, we have Roland, Anna, and Erador on board for joining Telliore, or joining Silvio, whereas Frederica, Gila, and Huette are against, and then of course Benedict is undecided. So I guess let's start talking to everyone. Let's see why. I have a feeling I should probably reject it, because it doesn't seem like a good idea, but oh well, if we get ambushed, we can just kill everyone, so it's fine.
Serenoa.
See, I have no doubts about Lord Silvio would be a lie. Even so, we are in sore need of allies. Yeah, even he is doubtful. If the three high houses stand together, we may be able to turn the tides of war in our favor. I'm going to postpone all of my persuasion because I'm not ready. The high houses are sworn to protect the crown, yet Lord Silvio couldn't be bothered to leave Telliore when the capital was in danger.
Here's what I think.
I can't help but wonder what he's scheming, but if he wants to join forces, I see no reason to refuse him. Except he's going to lead us right into a trap. I think that's exactly what's going to happen. So I'm not sure what I'm going to decide yet.
Yes, sir.
We must be prepared for any who would march against us, but our forces are lacking in both number and supplies. House Telliore's motives matter not. We could use even those against them should the need arise. Oh? Interesting. So we could be skeptical of them the whole time and use that to our advantage, perhaps? Interesting. That's an interesting thought on the matter. Now I'm going to talk to those who are against it, and then I'll talk to Benedict afterward.
Lord Serenoa.
Our soldiers are exhausted after our last battle with Aesfrost. I know we need all the help we can get, but even so, I cannot find it in me to trust House Telliore. You didn't really give a reason why, but fair enough.
What do you need?
I hear that the Telliore domain is known for its wine, not warriors. It makes me wonder if it is truly necessary for us to join forces at a time like this. I would have no qualms if Lord Silvio were a man of upstanding character, but the rumors I hear only speak to the contrary. People don't seem to speak too highly of him. Alright, Frederica. Do you truly think allying ourselves with House Telliore would stop the spread of the war? It makes me wonder if it would only be pouring oil on the fire. Exacerbate the war. Gosh. I could just not sway anyone and then let Benedict decide for us. That'd be pretty funny.
Lord Serenoa.
Everyone has their suspicions over Lord Silvio's offer, but I think we can guess his true intentions easily enough. Whatever House Telliore's aim might be, I'm certain we can use it to our advantage. Whatever their aim might be, we can use it to our advantage. So that's what Benedict's thinking, although he doesn't really care either way. Anna also seems to think that even if they try to screw us over, we'll be able to turn the tables and use it to our advantage. So is that what we do? Is that what we do? Do we accept his offer knowing that it's most likely not going to end well for us? Or knowing that he does not necessarily have the best of intentions? So I don't trust him for a second. I really don't. Alright, what shall I do? We could either go with we could really go with Silvio's proposal go to the Telliore domain, probably get ambushed by the Aesfrosti army, and perhaps even the army at, perhaps even the Telliore soldiers. Although we could probably destroy them, since it sounds like they're not really warriors. Or we could reject them, continue going along as we have been, but we'll be very lacking in supplies. So, gosh, I don't know. I think I'm going
What do you need?
No, I'm not interested in talking to you. It was a mistake. Accidentally pressed A. I think I'm going to go ahead and accept his proposal, even though I have a feeling it's not going to be a good idea. I'm going to accept it anyway. I am going to save first. Question is, do I want to save over this one here we had from before we made our decision about Roland? Do I think I'm going to go back before our decision with Roland? Nah. I think I'm happy with how things turned out with choosing to stick or stay by Roland's side. I will probably... So yeah, I think I'm fine with that decision. We will live with this. We'll live with that decision no matter what. But I'm not so sure about this decision. So until I'm happy with this decision, we're gonna keep a backup save file that we can return to if we decide we don't like the route that we ended up on. Because if we do end up going that route, and then I don't know, one of our main characters ends up dying or something crazy happens, then we can go back here and make a different decision, or at least try to make a different decision by trying to persuade everyone a certain way. So I'm just going to do that. And then, like I said, I think we're going to accept his proposal. Benedict and Anna seem to think that even if they are planning something sketchy, which they most likely are, even if they plan something sketchy, we can somehow turn it to our advantage. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's accept his offer. We should ally with Lord Silvio and head to Telliore. Or wait, can we talk to other people and gain information to use here first? Go to the city streets. Yes, I would like to do this. I forgot. We can talk to people, gain information to use in our negotiating. So we should probably do that. Should probably at least try. All the houses are still burned down. That's a good detail they have in there. I wonder if it's only the ones that we actually burned down, because that would be really good. We may not have our houses, but we still have our lives. For that, I must be grateful. Although, I admit I'm as prone as any to despairing these days, not knowing when I'll be able to open up shop again. I'm sorry, dude. I'm really sorry. We only destroyed 2 buildings. Like, rear guard's cloak. Should return that to the rear guard, whoever he may be. Between you and me, they wouldn't be much of a help in battle. They're not known for their prowess on the battlefield, but I do not know if we have the luxury of choosing our allies now. I mean, if they have wealth, that might be just as useful as might. Yeah, these houses are burned, but I'm pretty sure since we didn't destroy any of the other ones, so it looks like everything else is still intact, so that's nice. That's a cool detail that they kept in, for sure. Oh dear, how could this happen, and at a time like this? Is something the matter? Whatever it is, I would be happy to help. Well, you see, my daughter and her husband got into a fight and decided to go their separate ways. But I fear for what will happen to their poor son. I don't know what I should do. I fear there's aught you can do. The issues between the two of them and must be resolved as such. Children are the ones who suffer most when parents fight. I think your efforts are best spent helping them reconcile. It's not to be gained by forcing themselves to stay together. Separating and starting new lives is for the best. I don't know if it is. I don't know how bad the situation is between them. I don't know. I mean, help them reconcile? I mean, reconcile, I don't think they necessarily need to get back together, but at least they could figure out a plan for, taking care of their son. I'm not going to say that they need to be apart. I'm not the judge of that. I know nothing about these people. I'm not going to be like, yeah, they should just be separate. They're definitely not meant for each other. I don't know. Efforts spent helping them reconcile? I don't know. Do what you want. None of those options really appealed to me. I must do whatever I can to ensure the happiness of my grandson. Even if they get upset at me, I shan't falter. I will take care of that boy. Good for you. My grandson will want for nothing, mark my words. Thank you, Lord Serenoa. I feel so much better now that we've spoken. Apologize for burdening you with my family's troubles, especially at a time like this. You needn't apologize. No family's perfect. Well, at least she seemed to be okay with my advice, so let's go. My house burned down, but my friend let me borrow her doll. I'm sorry, bro. I'm so sorry I burned your house down. At least you got a good friend, though. Oh, that sucks. I didn't want to burn any of the houses down, but literally, Avlora is a monster. I couldn't do it. I mean, the only other way would be giving up Roland. I wasn't about to do that, so I apologize. It sucks. It really does. My house is okay, but one of the others burned down. They looked real sad, so I let them borrow my doll. It always helps me feel better when I'm sad, too. Thanks to you, I've managed to survive the battle, though the town wasn't so fortunate. It'll take some time before she's back to her former glory, but she'll get there as we work together. Some leather. Oh, shoot! Wait, we can promote now, right? Can't we? I totally forgot. I totally forgot till just now. Hold the phone. I forget where we do this, but I think we can promote. Right? We can promote Serenoa, can't we? This is weapons. How do we do classes? Do we just do it here? Can we just do it here? Oh wait, no, this is still his weapon. I mean, we could upgrade his weapon if we wanted. I mean, I might as well do that as well, but let's give him a better weapon. Nice. Anyway, yeah, how do we promote you? How do we promote you? I forget. Medal of Bravery. A silver medal required to promote a unit from recruit to veteran. So yeah, we have that. I just don't remember how we promote. What do? You sell stuff. What about you, my friend? Okay! We can promote here. Excellent. So, geez, everyone's ready to promote. We have 2 promotion items right now. We definitely want to promote Serenoa. Other than that, I don't know. Maybe Frederica or Roland? Definitely do Serenoa, though. See what happens. So we'll promote him from a swordsman into a sword fighter. He will get extra strength, extra magic attack, and extra luck. And I think he'll learn extra abilities as well. I'm surprised he gets extra magic attack. Is he gonna be able to use magic or something? So he doesn't really use magic right now, but whatever. Let's promote. I really hope this is not like Fire Emblem where I should have waited to promote. I hope promoting early is a good thing.
I would not be here without my allies.
I didn't know he was going to say something. Learn the ability Sweeping Slash. Am I still the same level? Yeah, I'm still level 11. Okay. Okay, we're good. Oh, his HP went up as well. I didn't even recognize that. I think it did anyway. Anyway, so apparently he becomes a sword master, which he can promote into at level 20. Nice. But yeah, he's still the same level, so that was only that was only good for us. And also apparently he has more TP now, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, if that affects TP, then I probably should promote Frederica, because she really could benefit from some extra TP. Yeah, I just want to look at Serenoa, like, oh my gosh. Till next time, yeah. My gosh, we just turned Serenoa into a monster. Yeah, I want to mainly check out his new abilities. So Sweeping Slash. Deal physical damage to all enemies within range. I wonder what that range is. And then he learns Strength in Numbers at level 15. And he'll unlock a weapon skill after learning a particular weapon ability. That's cool. Alright, cool. First of all, is there anyone else I can upgrade a weapon for? Yes, I can. Cool, let's do Roland. Yeah, let's get him to weapon rank 2. I mean, I feel like Roland and Serenoa are kind of like the main two characters. Like there are a lot of like really important characters, but I feel like Roland and Serenoa are like two of the most important. So I kind of want to get them upgraded for sure. What's this? Decreases TP cost of double thrust by 1. Decreases TP cost of rush by 1. Oh, we can get one of these. Oh, only one. Interesting. Increases damage dealt by crits. I really need to be better about doing all these weapon upgrades. Like, for real. I just don't ever have enough material for it. I do have enough for her, though. Probably should upgrade her stuff. Clear skies, fire damage up. Increases fire damage dealt with clear weather. That's interesting. Increase magic defense, physical defense. Increase max HP. That could be pretty good. Let's increase fire damage dealt with clear weather on her. Let's do it. Nice. Increase accuracy, physical defense, speed. I think we definitely should increase her damage output. Because we do damage, she gets to attack twice every turn, so making her stronger would probably be a good idea. Anyway, I think that's good for now for weapon stuff. Probably. Probably also should save some of our money for buying healing items. But anyways, let's promote Roland now. I think I'm gonna promote Roland. And then after that, our next promotion, once we get another item, will be for Frederica. But let's do it for Roland right now. You'll become stronger, you'll get more HP, and then of course more TP. And then he'll learn an ability Pushback. Oh, we can look at it right here. Pushback. Deal physical damage to an enemy and knock them back 3 squares. That could be pretty good. Flash of Steel. Unlocked at 15. Alright. And he will become a cavalryman. Let's do it! Let's do it, Roland.
This day shall be ours.
Nice. Alright, cool. So I think we're pretty good now. Now I would just like to see if I can buy some more recovery pellets. Should definitely get some more of these cheap ones. I feel like we don't have that many. Gosh, we really need more money. Like, desperately. And then don't you also have... Yeah, I can use my things here. Book reporting on incidents that occur around the realm. It covers the Union of House Wolfort and Aesfrost. Interesting. So another piece of lore. Sold out of Medals of Bravery right now, unfortunately. What are these called again? I totally forget. What are these points called? Wedding in Wolfort was added to our notes. For some reason I want to call it like karma, but it's not karma. Kudos, there we go. I see right there, kudos. I don't know why I was singing karma. Alright, anyway, let's check out our notes now. I totally got way off track here from our original objective of doing the Scales of Conviction, but you know, it's aight. Alright. Where is our wedding? There we go. Wedding in Wolford. The engagement of Serenoa, Wolford, and Frederica Aesfrost has been decided. Their union has been received favorably by the peoples of both Glenbrook and Aesfrost as a bridge of peace between the two nations. Lady Frederica has arrived safely in Wolford, and wedding preparations are quietly underway. With Lord Serenoa officially heading House Wolford, there is no doubt the ceremony will be a grand one attended by dignitaries of every nation. From Glenbrook, King Regna, Prince Franny, and Lord Serenoa's closest friend, Prince Roland, will be attending. From the Grand Duchy, Lady Frederica's brothers, Archduke Gustadolf and Prime Minister Thalis, are expected to join in the festivities as well. But who will be attending on behalf of Hyzant? Many are curious to know who from the Holy State would attend a wedding meant to strengthen the ties between Glenbrook and Aesfrost, and with a Rosellan bride nonetheless. Though the Hierophant is out of the question, we will be able to peer into the Holy State's political motives depending on which of the Saintly Seven attend. Though the guest list is still uncertain, we know one thing for sure. This wedding will undoubtedly be a turning point in Norzelia's history. Yet, unfortunately, a lot of these people are not going to be there. King Regna, not going to be there. Prince Franny, not going to be there. Gustadolf and Thalis, we would never invite them at this point. Yikes. Anyway, I'm gonna save. Just because I feel like it. Anyway, let's leave this encampment and continue talking to people around town, and then we will persuade everyone, scales of conviction, and move on from there. Saltmonger. Lord Serenoa, you drove back the Aesfrosti forces with such splendor. I expected no less of House Wolfort. Have you heard of how the other houses are faring? To tell the truth, my family lives in the Telliore domain. They say that Lord Silvio is not a man of the military arts and fear what should happen were Aesfrost to invade. House Telliore is wealthy and well-connected. I doubt they would be so easily crushed by the duchy. For better or for worse, Lord Silvio is unchanging. I can stand to learn something from his ever-composed example. Worst comes to worst, your family is always welcome in Wolfort, but Lord Silvio leads one of the high houses and would do whatever it took to protect his domain. Seems reasonable. Thank you, you're most gracious, Lord Serenoa. Hearing you say that puts my mind at ease. I only wish House Telliore were so reliable. I shall let my family know what you have told me and invite them here to Wolfort. Any of you have anything interesting to say? To say I'm disappointed in Lord Silvio would be an understatement. He safeguarded himself in Telliore as Gustadolf invaded the Crown City. Some say it was his duty as Lord to stay and protect his people and domain, but what of his duty to the Crown? Suppose we shouldn't be looking to Lord Silvio for any semblance of loyalty. True, true. I wish I could do more for the townsfolk who lost their homes, but the soldiers are hardly in any condition to help. We have our hands full aiding the injured and making sure everyone is fed. I dread to think what would happen if the fighting were to continue much longer. My people are suffering after a battle on our own soil. I doubt we would be able to face another attack from Aesfrost alone. True. Unfortunate, but true. Anyone in here that would like to speak? Nope. Alright. What about any of these other houses? No? Okay. Well, I think that's everyone, right? I think I talked to everyone. Alright, well, I still don't feel any better about it, but let's try to persuade everyone to accept Silvio's proposal. I really don't want to, but I don't know that we can afford to not. And Benedict and Anna both seem to think that we can somehow swing this to our advantage, if worse comes to worse. So let's do it. Let's do it. Let's lie. It may take effort, but they can be swayed. An alliance with House Telliore is certainly worth considering. Pray tell me what swayed you, my lord. I would welcome any help we could get in protecting Prince Roland. No matter the course, we will need greater numbers to see it through. Joining hands with a fellow High House will expand the paths available to us. The Crown City has fallen, making the movements of the High Houses more important than ever. Joining forces is the first step in gaining new allies. I mean, yeah, we need greater numbers. Fair point. The paths before us, as we are now, are few indeed. Nevertheless, it seems you too harbor suspicions over Lord Silvio's character. Of course! Who wouldn't? Do you really think it would be to our advantage to ally ourselves with such a dubious man? I do not intend to put my blind trust in Lord Silvio. As we are now, though, it is an offer we cannot refuse. I would do all I could to better our situation, even if just a little. To that end, an alliance would be most welcome. I would ally with him only to ensure our survival. I am certain both his house's might and their name would serve us well. They don't really have a lot of might, though, do they? From what I've heard, they don't really have a lot of military strength. Yeah, offer we can't really refuse. A fine resolve, my lord. If we only used those we can trust, we would find ourselves at an impasse before long. A leader must be possessed of a capacious mind, just as you are. Benedict is deep in thought. Alright. Well, time to see if I can somehow convince these three. We should ally ourselves with Lord Silvio and head to Telliore. Our forces need all the help they can get, and I believe House Telliore could provide us some much-needed relief on the battlefield. It would be a boon to our soldiers and civilians alike if House Telliore would grant us food and provisions. An alliance between the high houses would lift the people's spirits, something sorely needed in times like these. There we go. Let's go with that.
Surely.
I've heard tell of the high house's loyalty to the crown. An alliance may very well give the people of Glenbrook something to hope for in these dark times. Perhaps my worries were unfounded. Is there something about House Telliore that concerns you, Frederica? There is indeed. I cannot help but wonder what Lord Silvio's true intentions are, and if Aesfrost has some part to play in all this. Aesfrost will likely strike at us again before we know it. They are not the type to wallow in defeat. If we refuse Lord Silvio's offer, there's a chance Aesfrost will bring him to heel instead. True. There's also a chance he's already been brought to Aesfrost's heel. There's a chance the Duchy has already recruited House Telliore to their cause. That's true. It's 100% true.
No.
In which case, would it not be better to refuse Lord Silvio's proposal? It is merely a possibility. We must look at the situation from all angles before we make our decision. You speak true, Serenoa. Allow me to think on the matter just a little bit more. Indifferent to my plea. Yeah, fair. Fair. I mean, yeah, saying that probably wasn't the best idea to try to persuade her, but it's kind of what I'm thinking anyway, so. I don't know if we can afford to decline, so that's just my main, I don't know, that's the main issue. Hither the Telliore domain is known for its wine, not warriors. It makes me wonder, yeah. Should ally with Lord Silvio and head to Telliore. The more allies one can avail themselves to, the better. That being said, an untrustworthy ally avails no one. Would you not agree? Our forces are dwindling from all the battles we faced. House Wolford needs allies if we are to survive.
I don't
True.
think so.
We contended against the Duchy's forces all on our own. It stands to reason we would sustain considerable losses. Even so, House Telliore might be more of a hindrance than help on the field. From what I hear, their soldiers might want for more than just experience in battle. No doubt putting our faith in Lord Silvio would be worth any of the additional forces that might avail us to. Yeah, Look, I get the feeling I shouldn't ally myself with him, but maybe the game just wants you to think that. But actually allying yourself with him is a good idea in the end.
Lord Serenoa.
Maybe. Soldiers are exhausted. Yep. Let's... Whatever. This is what I'm going with. If we need to undo it, I have that save file. And we'll be fine either way. There we go. You know, that's how I convince myself. Just gotta have that save file. The greater our forces, the better. We may finally be able to catch our breaths if we have more soldiers on our side. I would be grateful for the support, considering those who would aid us now are few and far between. An alliance between the high houses would raise the soldiers' morale, all the more so knowing Telliore is prepared for battle.
Quite true.
I must admit, it lifts even my spirits to think about. No doubt House Falks would feel the same. I see now that it is time for the high houses to stand together and drive back the duchy. Truth be told, though, I have my reservations about Lord Silvio, who devised the entire plan.
Then,
If you don't mind my asking, what makes you so sure we should ally with him? The repeated battles are taking their toll on the domain. I would ask for House Telliore's support to ease the suffering of my people. There's no telling when Aesfrost will strike at us again. We must take every measure we can to see we are prepared. Aesfrost has placed a bounty on Roland's head. The more allies we have, the safer he would be. But on the other hand, what if Silvio wanted to get in on that bounty? I don't know. Whatever. Let's go with this one. As one of the King's Guard, I share your concerns.
however,
But I cannot shake the feeling that there is more to House Telliore's offer than meets the eye. Were House Falk seeking an alliance, I would readily agree. Lord Landroy's loyalty to the crown knows no bounds after all. But Lord Silvio is a different matter entirely. If you are concerned for His Highness's safety, we ought to proceed with utmost caution.
Chosen.
I'm glad we had the chance to speak, Lord Serenoa. It has helped clear my thoughts on the matter. Indifferent to my plea. Alright, well, let's see what happens. We're probably going to get the decision we want, but, you know, let's just see. Yeah, let's do this quick. And then once we are free, we will call the episode here. Or there. Voting!
It is
Alright,
time
guys.
to cast our votes.
Let's do this.
Do we accept House Telliore's proposal, or go our own way? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
You make a convincing argument, my lord.
I cast my token in with yours, my lord. Alright, well, we're aligning ourselves with Silvio then.
Even still.
Apologies, Serenoa, but I simply cannot agree. That's fair. I mean, we already won anyway, pretty much.
You aren't
So
wrong,
it's fine.
Lord.
My mind is made up.
Please forgive me.
It appears my worries cannot be assuaged so easily.
The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen.
And we win! Oh, Benedict already decided for us. He was the only vote we needed. And we convinced him. Let's go! I still have not been able to convince anyone to switch their positions. So far, in these scales of conviction, I've only been able to get the people that are undecided to see things my way. I haven't been able to convince someone from the other side to switch over to the decision I'm trying to make. But yeah, they've kind of made doing this whole decision thing pretty easy so far because they have an even split of people voting for one decision and voting for the other. It's an even split, and then there's always one person left over who's undecided. And it's pretty easy to convince the undecided person to vote with you. So it'll be interesting if we get to a point later in the game where it's like 5 people are going to go for one, and then 2 are going to go for the other. And then if you want to go for the less popular option, you've got to do a lot of convincing with the other people. I don't know. It would be interesting.
The way forward is decided.
But yeah, we're gonna go with the one I
Join forces
chose.
with House
So
Telliore and defy
go.
the Duchy's wrath.
hopefully this doesn't screw us over entirely, even though I think it probably will, which is why I made sure to save my game. All right, Silvio.
Huzzah! The tidings of our alliance will no doubt bring relief to the aching hearts of our people. Now then, Prince Roland, you and all of House Wolffoot simply must come to Telliore.
Where Aesfrost will be waiting to murder you all.
We shall. Thank you.
You needn't worry about a thing. Leave everything in my capable hands. I must make haste to Telliore. I shall throw a grand banquet to commemorate the occasion.
This is hardly the time for celebrations.
Is something on your mind, Benedict?
No, my lord.
There's definitely something on his mind. Gosh. All right, well. Whew. I really think I'm going to regret that decision. I really think I am. I think Silvio is going to absolutely lead us into a trap. But we're just going to have to hope that for some reason he's going to be legit.
Lord Silvio of Telliore offers the solitary House Wolffort an ally and a place of protection for Roland. Serenoa accepts his offer, and Silvio puts his plan to ensnare his new allies into motion.
Well, there we go. His plan to ensnare his new allies. Well, great. He's going to ensnare us into a trap for Aesfrost. Well, that's just lovely. Chapter 8, Part 2, Sleep with One Eye Open. Well, perhaps we can conquer House Telliore from within and take all of their wealth for ourselves. That would work out. Whoa, Tellioran soldier.
No! Spare me! I beg you!
That's enough, Rufus.
You call these men soldiers, Silvio? They haven't got any spine.
You can take your frustrations out on House Wolfort. They accepted my gracious offer.
Yeah, I knew he wasn't to be trusted.
I would have preferred they hadn't. I hate dirty jobs. I expect double for this one.
And you shall have it. You will strike once the banquet is finished. Only Roland need live.
You dirty, double-crossing, good-for-nothing jerk. But I saw it coming, so... You know, it was to be expected. Unfortunately, it was to be expected. That was like the most obvious thing I have ever seen. But... hopefully, we can somehow turn this to our advantage like Benedict was talking about. Because that's the only... That's honestly one of the main reasons why I decided to go for this. Because I wasn't sure. Because I didn't trust Silvio, and for good reason. But Benedict and Anna seemed to think that this could still be okay for us. So maybe we'll conquer them from within. Seize all of their wealth for ourselves. And then be able to join up with Lord Landroy. And then take on Aesfrost. Maybe things will work out that way. I don't know. But, I mean, like I said, worst comes to worst. We can always go back to the save file I have before we made the decision, and then we can just go ahead and choose not to side with him. But it sounds like even if we would have rejected his offer, they would have just attacked us anyway, judging by what Rufus was saying. It sounds like if we would have rejected Silvio's offer, they would have attacked us more directly rather than trying to lure us into a trap and then attack us when we were caught off guard. So we'd be fighting them either way. It's just the way in which we're going about it is different. But maybe this way they'll underestimate us, since they'll think we'll have no idea what's coming, and then we'll defeat them, and it'll be great. Who knows? But we will find that out, well, I don't know, maybe in the next episode? I don't know. I don't know if we will... I don't know how much story there is to get through first, because we do have some side story stuff, and then, of course, a little main story thing here before the actual battle. My guess is we'll probably start the battle, but not get around to finishing it. But we will get to that in the next episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. You know what to do. I would really appreciate it, and it would help out a lot. And that is going to do it for me. So once again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace.